All right, let's dive into something fascinating, a little controversial, and backed by science. The connection between a woman's orgasm and the strength and longevity of a relationship. Now, gentlemen and ladies, this isn't about technique, tricks, or bedroom advice. This isn't about improving how men help their partners reach an orgasm. No, this is about exploring why her sexual satisfaction might just be the secret sauce for a stronger, happier, and longer-lasting relationship. Let's set the stage with some facts. Research consistently shows that women who regularly experience sexual satisfaction, including orgasms, report higher relationship satisfaction, greater emotional intimacy, and here's the kicker, stronger bonds with their partners. And this isn't just feel-good fluff, it's backed by hard science. When a woman has an orgasm, her brain releases a cocktail of chemicals, oxytocin, dopamine, endorphins, basically nature's version of love glue. Oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone, fosters feelings of trust, safety, and emotional connection. Dopamine, on the other hand, triggers reward centers in the brain, creating that warm, satisfied feeling post-intimacy. And endorphins, well, they're the ultimate mood boosters. But let's not get lost in the chemistry. The point is, these hormones don't just make her feel good in the moment, they create a deeper emotional imprint. They build a connection that lingers long after the bedroom lights go out. Now here's where things get interesting. Studies show that when women are sexually satisfied, they are more likely to report higher levels of emotional intimacy, trust, and overall happiness in their relationships. And guess what? Their partners often report feeling more confident, more desired, and more fulfilled as well. It's a two-way street, a positive feedback loop where everyone wins. But let's address an important question. Is the ability to orgasm solely physical? Absolutely not. Emotional connection, trust, and open communication play enormous roles. In fact, research suggests that women who feel emotionally safe and connected with their partners are far more likely to experience sexual satisfaction, including orgasms. Think about it. If she feels like she can trust you, if she feels emotionally safe, if she feels desired and valued, her mind can fully let go. And when her mind relaxes, her body follows. It's not just about physical stimulation, it's about creating an environment where she feels secure enough to let go. Now, here's the kicker. In long-term relationships, sexual satisfaction is one of the strongest predictors of overall relationship satisfaction. In other words, couples who are consistently sexually satisfied on both sides tend to stay together longer and report deeper emotional bonds. But let's flip the question. What happens when sexual satisfaction isn't there? Studies have shown that dissatisfaction in the bedroom can lead to resentment, emotional disconnection, and even infidelity. And while sex isn't everything in a relationship, it's definitely something. Ignoring it, or pretending it doesn't matter, can quietly erode the foundation of an otherwise strong partnership. Now, before anyone starts panicking, let's clear something up. Orgasms aren't the only measure of sexual satisfaction. Emotional closeness, affection, intimacy, they all play huge roles. But science doesn't lie. When women experience sexual fulfillment, the emotional glue of the relationship strengthens. Let's also address the elephant in the room. Not every woman can orgasm easily, and that's okay. Factors like stress, anxiety, trauma, medications, or even hormonal imbalances can play a role. If this is something you or your partner struggle with, there's no shame in seeking help. Therapists, sex counselors, and healthcare professionals exist for this exact reason. At the end of the day, this conversation isn't about pressure. It's not about turning intimacy into a performance sport or treating orgasms like some kind of finish line. It's about understanding that sexual connection is deeply tied to emotional connection, and that women's pleasure isn't just a nice bonus, it's a foundational part of relationship health. So here's the takeaway. When she feels satisfied, when she feels seen, valued, and cared for, not just physically but emotionally, the relationship benefits. The bond deepens, trust grows, and both partners walk away feeling happier, more connected, and yes, more likely to stand the test of time. And let's be clear, this isn't about obligation. This isn't about checking a box on some invisible scorecard. It's about prioritizing intimacy as a shared experience. Something that both partners invest in, nurture, and protect. Relationships aren't perfect. Life gets busy, stress creeps in, and intimacy can sometimes take a back seat. But when you prioritize mutual satisfaction, when you prioritize her satisfaction, you're not just improving your sex life, you're strengthening the entire foundation of your relationship. All right, before we wrap up, let me leave you with this. Intimacy isn't about perfection, it's about connection. And a satisfying sex life isn't just about physical release. It's about trust, vulnerability, and showing up for each other again and again. And hey, if this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Whether it's your partner, your best friend, or just someone who could use a little science-backed relationship advice, spread the word. Now, for the fine print. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you or your partner are facing challenges in your intimate life, don't hesitate to reach out to a qualified healthcare provider, therapist, or counselor. Remember, intimacy isn't just a physical act, it's a conversation, a connection, and a commitment. Take care of each other, be kind, and most importantly, make every moment count. Until next time, stay connected, stay curious, and keep showing up for her, for yourself, and for your relationship.